I'm super excited. Our special guests are from CoralWatch. Diana Klein, Project Manager Education, and Dr Monique Grol, who manages research focusing on coral reef data collection and analysis. Both are instrumental in the organisation of community events and ambassador programs. People all over the world adore the Great Barrier Reef. In fact, Queensland's famous for it. Now we have Monique from CoralWatch here. Monique, how important is it?
Corals are very, very important. They are beautiful to look at and divers really enjoy them. But other functions of corals are they provide habitat for fish, for crabs, they're a food source for fish, but also for people around the world. They go and fish on those coral reefs and get their daily proteins from it. But also they provide jobs. On the Great Barrier Reef, there are over 60,000 jobs that are related to the Great Barrier Reef. And it is valuable, it's very valuable. Other things why it's important is it's used in the pharmaceutical industry. Medicines are really made out of it. We're treating Alzheimer, but also your paracetamol.
People are always surprised to hear that we have reefs here out in Moreton Bay.
Well, we not only have corals out on the Great Barrier Reef, but we do have lots and lots of corals in Moreton Bay. We have the inshore corals, we have about 40 species. And the water is a bit more turbid. The water temperature has a much wider range. But there's still lots of corals, the soft corals, the hard corals. But if we go to the outside of Moreton Bay, where we have the offshore reefs, the water is much more clearer, we have lots of current, and we have over 120 species of corals outside Moreton Bay on the nearshore reefs. That is almost twice as much as we have in the Caribbean.
That is incredible, 120 corals out within Moreton Bay. Now, citizen science is about the general public participating and collecting data for scientific research. CoralWatch has a massive role to play in citizen science collection.
CoralWatch is a global citizen science program. We work with volunteers all over the world, and also lots of volunteers are helping us in Moreton Bay. To basically monitor the corals, to look at the health, we use a very simple tool, the Coral Health Chart. And it just works like a paint chart. It's something that anyone can do. It's not only for very confident divers. No, if people would like to get involved, they can do that because the method is so simple.
The CoralWatch Ambassador Program is an incredible experience for those of all ages. It takes volunteering to the next level.
So the CoralWatch Ambassador Program has been running for 3 years now, and it's a fantastic opportunity to work with passionate people that want to volunteer for the reef, but it's about working together. It's their passion and their ideas, what they would like to do to help the reef. So some are really focused on teaching, others on art, others want to help with community events like when we go out with you guys. So they all have their own ideas how they want to help the reef, and together in a very extensive workshop on a beautiful tropical reef, we work together for 4 days to make all those ideas into a realistic plan. And then they help us with all these events and volunteer with us for at least a year. But most ambassadors, they just keep on going because they're so motivated and enthusiastic to do stuff that it works really well, and it has increased our outreach enormously.
Diana, I attended the very first CoralWatch workshop on Heron Island with Professor Marshall many years ago. A lot has happened since then.
Definitely, a lot has happened since that workshop. That was in 2005 on Heron Island, can you imagine? So CoralWatch started in 2002. So now, 18 years later, we actually have people participating in 78 countries. So in 78 countries, people collect data. But our members are from 137 countries. So the global outreach is massive. And so all the people that help collect data, they basically enter the data in a global database that is online, all the data is public, available, you can download all the data, and it gets used for research and also a lot for education. There's lots of schools that get involved with monitoring and then analysing data.
Talking about education, at Moreton Bay Environmental Ed Centre, we love hosting community days in partnership with you.
Those community days are amazing. They're so good to get the community involved on the boat, go out on the bay, and for them to experience what's out there. And when we put the glider in the water, they can actually see that we have corals there. And a lot of people don't know. And after a cruise, they become so much more aware and willing to help save the corals in Moreton Bay and elsewhere.
Yeah, so those cruises are part of our Corals at Your Doorstep program. And we developed also a lot of education materials for this. And the Corals at Your Doorstep is really about what can you see close to home. You don't have to go to the Great Barrier Reef. There's so much out here that you can enjoy. And a lot of people are not aware of that. And yeah, that's why it works so well.
So every year, like we always have a waiting list, don't we, to get onto these CoralWatch cruises with you. We cannot wait until we're able to do it again. Fingers crossed it will be later this year. So it's time for fast questions to Monique and Diana. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, favourite marine animal?
Napoleon rods.
Coral!
Most memorable reef encounter?
Bumping into a wheel.
Swimming with manta rays.
Favourite destination that has left an incredible memory for you?
Diving around Tanzania and the islands.
Raja Ampat in Indonesia.
Next destination you're planning to travel to once you can?
Philippines.
Ningaloo.
Mantra to live by?
Do it now, you only live once.
Enjoy every day.
Oh, I love it. So we absolutely love having CoralWatch with us on board Inspiration. So we have something special for you. So for you to say thank you.
Thank you.
We cannot wait until next time we have our community cruises inspiring champions for the Bay.